What's going on, guys? Let me bring this microphone real nice and close. This is just me. It's just me this time. Welcome to Paneloid's live stream, where we talk all things comics every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time here with me, just me. Kyle didn't make it yet. He might be here at some point. He's promised me 5 minutes. So we got 5 minutes of me stalling until Kyle gets here. So what I decided to do is maybe a little dance, a little song, and a couple musical numbers for you guys. Which I had to come up with in the last 5 minutes to just get fill up this gap, right? So, but I do want to start off the live stream saying that we are sponsored now by Bang Energy Drink. Star Blast is my favorite flavor. What's yours? This keeps me going every day. And AutoZone. What are you gonna do when your car's it's breaking down? You don't know what you're gonna do with the car because the car's not running. You gotta go to AutoZone. AutoZone, get in the zone. AutoZone. Those are two sponsors. But now to the nerdy news. That's right. So Oxford Dictionary states that canon event as one of the top slang terms of 2023. So Rihanna actually came up with a slang at one point that Oxford Dictionary put in the dictionary, and that was selfie. So just a little quick tidbit of information. But yeah, canon event has now been made popular, which I think is really cool and a nod to where we've gone in terms of comics and Spider-Man and everything in particular. So yeah. Speaking of other top, nope, there's no segue for this. Amazon Spider-Man Noir. I guess, yeah. Speaking of Spider-Man, that could have been my segue. Amazon Spider-Man Noir hires the Punisher writer to be the showrunner. So I like this. I think it's going to be cool. I just don't know how Spider-Man Noir is going to be. If it's going to be a dark take on Spider-Man Noir, or if it's going to be something different. I don't know if it's like a live action version of Spider-Man Noir, or if it's just like the cartoon. But that'd be cool. See what they kind of do with that. Still keeping that Spider-Man news going. Tom Holland said he won't play Spider-Man again unless it's worth the while a script is being worked on. So I don't know. I don't know what this necessarily means, if it's meant to throw us off or if it's just to like, hey, I'm going away soon, just so you know, like Miles Morales is going to be taking over, or another Spider-Man, just to kind of ease us into it. So who knows what they're going to do. So I'm going to actually just switch this over real quick to our our TikTok page too. Give me 2 seconds while I do that. And we're going to bring in some of our TikTok people too. But yeah, so Tom Holland not playing Spider-Man again, not a big deal. I'm not really too worried about that necessarily. I would like to see some other Spider-Man movies. So whether that be Toby or maybe giving Andrew Garfield the mantle for a minute, and better yet, let's get Miles Morales. And no Spider-Boy, not yet. Let him cook. Let him cook first. If Spider-Boy's worth seeing, then we'll throw Spider-Boy in there. Another I guess this is more cameo based news, but Bruce Campbell says his Marvel cameos are actually all the same person. Now, I did see this news. I don't really know how to take it. Like, I feel like he's just talking out of his ass. Like, because I know he was supposed to be Doctor Strange at one point, and I think it was leading up to that. So for him to say anything like, "Oh yeah, like I'm the same guy," it's like, what are you really? Unless he is going to become something. So that'd be cool. I don't know. We'll see. Who do you think Bruce Campbell is? Bruce Campbell is the guy at the end of Multiverse of Madness, the pizza Tony. What's his name? I don't remember his name. But Pizza Tony, hey to everyone on TikTok. We are here live on YouTube as well. So come check out the YouTube, drop your comments either here or on YouTube, and we will read them eventually. Uh, Next up, instead of creating a new roar for Godzilla minus one, the crew played the original Godzilla roar over a loudspeaker audio. Now, that's cool, but I think Godzilla minus one is getting so much publicity, which is crazy to me because it's like that was just a movie made by like a smaller studio. Like it wasn't even, I don't know. Like we got an invitation to go see this, but of course it's in New York and it was during the week and we couldn't go, but it was like a small showing and now it's like it's blowing up and I feel like everyone is talking about it now. So I don't know if you guys saw the trailer for the new Godzilla movie, but we'll talk about that at some point. So not sure how to feel about it. It felt like a Fortnite map. Like they're just running in together side by side, ready to fuck up a crew. And I'm not throwing shots to Fortnite because I love playing Fortnite. So next up, Batman's new love interest. So this is going to be the Batman, the Off-World series. Okay, so his new love interest is Ion, and she is from Tamarin, like Starfire. Okay. All right. So why? I would like to know why that's a connection and where that's going to go. But if you're not familiar, Batman Off World, it's a series going on. I'm not sure if it's current right now, if it started already, but it's Batman literally off world. Like he's going on space adventures. So I guess he was destined to fall in love with some sort of space person. So yeah, so Ion. I don't know if we've ever seen Ion before. Might be the first time. But yeah, Kevin Feige says they will never resurrect Iron Man. So I don't know if you guys saw this news. Kevin Feige says he will never resurrect Iron Man. I believe him, but I don't believe that it's true that we're just done with Iron Man. I think we're going to get Iron Man as AI, or at least Tony that we know. So Tony is going to be AI and you'll see him. And you might see another Iron Man once they do the alternate universes. And they might bring in that Iron Man. So it's not necessarily resurrecting him, but it's still going to bring him back into the universe. So I do see that happening. So we'll see. I think Secret Wars is so far away, but I think everything is possible at this point, and I do 100% believe everyone is coming back for it. It's just you don't do Secret Wars without everyone. I think that's what was the appeal of the comic book, is that you got every one of your superheroes all just fighting together. So I think that was cool. But yeah, speaking of other directors or whatever, David Ayer says his cut of Suicide Squad is still coming out. Still trying, David Ayer. He's still trying to give us what no one's asking for. Um, more power to him, and I hope it's a good cut. But I really don't think anyone's asking for that at this point. Everyone's already moved past it, and yeah, just unnecessary. Yeah, sorry, David Ayer, but thumbs up, David. You do it. Rob Liefeld reveals Brad Pitt was the first choice for Cable. I don't hate it. I don't hate Brad Pitt as Cable. He's done a lot of cool roles and a lot of different roles where like I feel like he could pull it off. So I don't know. I hope they go with a different Cable in the future, even though like I said, I'm fine with the Cable that they chose, but I'm open to other possibilities when it comes to Cable as a character, maybe even going with a younger actor. Being that he's this like time hopping person, it'd be cool to see him portrayed by someone else now from like a different time period. So, but yeah, we'll see what happens in the future. That leads us to our next segment, which is trailer talk. Trailer talk. It is time for us to talk about our trailers. Before I do that, just want to bring it back another message about our Bang sponsorship. That's right, Bang. If you're not banging, what are you doing? Bang. Drink your energy drink. Get banged. We're really not sponsored by them. I needed the energy in order to do this because I was tired. I've been sick for like a week and a half. So, but I'm trying, guys. I'm here. Trailer talk. So first teaser that came out. Fallout. Guys, Fallout has a fucking trailer. I guess a teaser. I think it's so sick that it's getting a TV show. I think it's going to be really, really well done. So I'm excited. I think the world itself is such a cool world to dive into. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what that show's like. But everything in so I never really played a lot of the games. I have a problem where I walk away from games very like quickly. Like I'll never finish something to 100%. It's really hard for me to. GTA always moved away from the story mode and went to just playing live and fucking around, blowing people up. That's all I've been to do. So Fallout, same thing. Skyrim killed all the NPCs. That's all it was doing. I'd be like, oh, let me do a mission. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm bored. Killing my whole town and haunted. But Fallout, same thing. I would kill people that I wasn't supposed to kill. My fiance actually played Fallout to the entirety, 100%, and she said that it is so pinpoint accurate with how they're portraying certain aspects of it. So we'll see kind of what happens with that. The next trailer up is Godzilla and Kong. Godzilla King Kong? Godzilla Kong, The New Empire. We've all seen it. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's kind of no. I don't. There's no nice way of putting it. Other than yeah, it literally feels like a Fortnite map, and there's a Godzilla skin and a King Kong skin, and they're running together side by side, running away from the storm, and ready to take on another team. And it looks like it's a big orangutan or chimpanzee. I'm not sure. So whatever they're doing with that, it is what it is. Which I really feel like the Godzilla -1 movie has gotten so much better publicity at this point, and it's didn't even like they didn't market it not like Godzilla Kong, and I think that movie should be your Godzilla movie. Like this, I don't know what they're doing. They're trying to create a monster verse, but I don't know. Just not. I don't think it's the same. Everyone's trying to create their own like universe, and it's I don't know. It's unnecessary. Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. So that's coming out. I did see the trailer for it. It looked cool. So all the different aspects of Mad Max, I feel like they're definitely hitting, and I think that universe is actually something cool. Um, so I feel like Fallout's similar in a way. Like it's that like after almost apocalyptic event where like people are putting the earth back together. So yeah, I don't know, but obviously two different types of worlds. So cool to see that. And yeah, we'll see kind of what they do with it. Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1 is coming out. So I believe that is the other Superman, right? That they're going to be bringing in. So I forgot his name, but they'll have him in there at some point. I feel like do we have someone on YouTube commenting this and telling us what it is? Because that'd be super useful. Oh my god, Extreme Time's here and I didn't even realize it. Oh, it's Extreme Time, guys. So yeah, it's just me today. Kyle said he was going to be 5 minutes late, and then he texted me that it was going to be a little longer. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But just want to stop everything real quick and just tell you guys about Extreme Time because that's the most important time for us here at Paneloids is Extreme Time. But yeah, Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths is coming out. Honestly, I don't know. I want to say it's Kingdom Come Superman. Is that right? I don't know. I don't even remember. So Jeremiah or Kyle would be good for that, or even Dimitri, honestly, because I'm not too sure on Justice League stuff coming. So, but this, speaking of DC, this I'm actually excited for. Suicide Squad. I don't know how to say it. Isekai, is it? But it's the anime version of Suicide Squad. So it's Suicide Squad being thrown into an anime world, is from what I got out of the trailer. And what the fuck? It looks so cool. Like taking that and like taking their powers and throwing it into just an anime type of universe. I feel like it makes so much sense, and seeing it through the trailer's eyes, like I feel like I don't understand why we didn't do this sooner. I mean, I guess there has been times where we've done it sooner, but I guess this is the first time that they're just like, these are their powers and this is them in an anime universe versus like the old, like we got Joker, Batman anime ones, which it was just Joker and Batman, but they just looked anime. So compared to this, so we'll see how it goes, but I feel like it's going to be good. The Boys season 4 trailer actually dropped too. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see that, but it looks really good. I think I'm caught up on The Boys. The only thing I haven't watched is Gen V. So Gen V is the other, I guess another class. It's I equate it to basically like the X-Men. I feel like it's like the X-Men, The Boys, you know. So a team of kids learning about their powers on a team. Like, I feel like that's what they are. And then last but not least, I know we're talking movies, but this trailer felt like a movie. And I feel like it's everyone's talking about it right now, but GTA 6 finally dropped the trailer for GTA 6. This is huge, huge. Everyone's been asking for it, waiting for it. They're setting it in Miami. Another trailer. If you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. The cool thing about the trailer is they've actually thrown in real life events in the trailer that happened coming out of Florida, like news articles or whatever. Like there was a lady with 2 hammers that actually happened. The guy with the face tattoos that actually happened. The girl twerking on top of a car that actually happened. So all that shit's actually real. So that's actually cool to see that on live action too. So that's awesome. And this wasn't on the list, but Fortnite, being that we've mentioned it so many times, they came out with their new season, and we have a bunch of different modes that are coming out. So you have a Lego mode now, you have a almost like a Mario Kart mode, and they have like a Guitar Hero mode. So you have so much shit happening right now in video games. So we'll see kind of what happens there too, going forward. But uh, we're in collection acquisition. So at this point, I don't know if Kyle's coming or not. I really have no idea. So if Kyle's your favorite part of the show, you might not be getting Kyle. I'll be honest with you. But collection acquisition, what did we pick up this week? I got a cold. I got a really fucking bad cold for like a week and a half. And that's what I picked up. It was great. And then I gave it to my fiance. Gave it to her, wrapped it up in a gift. Phantom's here. He made it. Thanks for coming. He said he would be late. Yes, he did. Well, he told you. He told me 30 minutes ago. So yeah. Yep. So I read a book in that time frame. I ate ramen, went to a restaurant, ate ramen, and came home and started drinking this again, Bang energy drink. And now we're here. So we're getting through it. But yeah, collection acquisition, that's what I picked up. I didn't really pick up anything this week. I've been trying to be good with spending money, except I did spend like way too much on Christmas gifts. So I think that's what part of it. Like I spent so much on Christmas gifts that I'm like, all right, I gotta like chill with the comics for now. But if you have a good comic book or anything that you want me to buy, let me know and I'll look at it. Who knows? You know, there's always room, even when there's no room to spend money. There's still always room to spend more money. Is the way I like to say it. So Our community question for the week, I guess, not for the week. Well, yeah, I guess it's for the week because we're weekly, right? Top 5 MCU films. So if you had to pick your top 5 MCU movies, which ones are you picking?
Every single Thor,
Oh,
all the Thors.
oh my God.
Dark World at number 1. Every Thor and
Kyle,
nothing but Thor.
Kyle has
The
made it.
Thor that didn't come out yet. That's number 2.
So I'm glad you're here. We were just, well, when I say we, I guess I have no one else to blame. I was talking shit about how you told me 30 minutes ago that you were going to be late, and how I didn't think you were going to make it at all. I was like, all right, well, we're in collection acquisition now, and Kyle is still not here. I don't think he's actually coming, guys. So I'm on
Yeah, I
TikTok
knew.
too
Oh,
and
okay.
YouTube.
Yeah,
So
I knew if I told you more than 5 minutes, it would jeopardize things. So I had to just fib by about 20 minutes. That's all.
yeah,
That's
yeah. Well, you
that's
made
all.
it just in time. And by just in time, yeah, we're almost done. We're almost uh top. Also, what you missed is we're now sponsored by Bang Energy Drinks and
Oh,
AutoZone.
I love when you do
Yep,
that. That's great for
yep.
us.
More
That's
we're
great.
now sponsored. Yep, it's great. So top 5 MCU films is a community question. So make sure you drop it below. Think about it. Take some time. Take some time. Ingest it
Take the time.
and give us
Uh,
your top 5 films in one shot at the end, you know?
Deadpool doesn't count,
So,
Phantom. Strictly strictly MCU. And this question comes from the idea that, you know,
that's tough. Yeah, Deadpool really
things have
doesn't
been a
count.
little bit
Not yet.
funny, you know?
Yeah, Deadpool would not count, unfortunately, which
Shambles,
I would put
some
it in
would
my
say.
list, but
Did you go through trailer talk?
I did. I went through trailer talk and you missed all of it.
The
If you
funny
wanna
thing
talk
is,
about
did
the
you
Mad
watch
Max
them?
saga, you can.
Did you
So
watch
I
all the
watched the
trailers?
Godzilla Kong trailer.
Okay,
I
okay,
watched this Fallout. I didn't have anything to say about Justice League or Furiosa.
okay.
Because I don't watch Mad Max. I just know that it looks good. It looks like
Oh,
all of
I have some
anything Mad
horrible,
Max.
horrible commentary on the Mad Max movie, the Furiosa.
All
Did you
right,
like it?
get canceled. Yeah,
So
this is
you,
Kyle's opinion.
so regarding the Furiosa, a Mad Max saga trailer, regarding Chris Hemsworth being in a starring role, I would like to refer back to the Batman and how they took a generally known lean, fit man and put him in a suit to make him appear overweight. So I would like to say how that was incorrect. And much like that, what they're doing in Furiosa is they're taking Chris Hemsworth. I think he's one sexiest man alive, right? Very favorable facial structure. They put a prosthetic nose on him. So once again, they take the top, right? People you put on the cover of magazines and say, look at this hot person. And then you give them a feature that's not considered hot. I'm offended. I'm offended for those who have a nose similar to that prosthetic nose that didn't have a chance for this role. I'm offended that they consider that nose. Yeah, I think me and you both have a slightly more above average nose size, but they gave him the most obnoxious prosthetic, and it's just insulting. It's insulting, not as much as the penguin because I identify more with the huskier side, but I'm disappointed. I will not be seeing this movie due to that fact. Moving on.
Well, there you go. You heard it here first, folks. And how did you feel about the Godzilla Kong trailer? I'm curious to know what you think.
So I know I know it's somehow magically become Godzilla time. I don't know if you've noticed, but Godzilla minus one, right? We kind of got invited to an early screening, but it was too far away. This new Godzilla trailer. I don't know if you know there's a Godzilla TV show on Apple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
None of them are connected. So how do I feel about this trailer? This is the commercial one to sell toys.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's it.
I compared it to a Fortnite game. Like I said that it felt like two skins just running into battle away from the storm.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good way to say it because
Well,
Kong gets like a metal fist thing, like a gauntlet.
yeah,
Godzilla has like his what would you call them? Spikes. They're
yeah, and there's
glowing
like,
and turning pink. Was he going Super Saiyan?
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. I didn't like it. I did compliment -1 and said that I feel like -1 should be the forefront movie, and this
it
whole monster verse that they're trying to
supposedly
create with
is.
Godzilla Kong should just go away. That should go away.
I mean, I get it. I don't like that they're overlapping so much. Like they're too close. But I mean, I will wait till that comes to HBO Max. Godzilla -1, if I
Yeah.
had the time, I mean, I'm late because I was technically working. If I had the time, I would have seen that in theaters, possibly even seen it uh, a few weeks ago. And it's being called the greatest Godzilla movie possibly ever. But it just bothers me that you have
-1, you're saying?
3. Yeah, -1. But it's
Yeah.
just like why
Yeah.
why are they not connected at all? Like, why like, couldn't the TV show have been connected to maybe -1 and just let the Kong one be a more make it mildly kid-friendly? Like, just like an action, like, I get that, but
Yeah, I think it's
all at
because the
once?
rights to Godzilla are kind of up in the air. Like they're not
Is
exclusive
it
anymore.
public? Like, I don't understand, like, did it go public or is it just shared? Like, I'm very confused.
I
Probably shoulda
I
Googled
think
it.
isn't it once it's past 70 years, it's kind of open. It's kind of just like how
I thought it
Winnie the
was,
Pooh.
like, 100 and something when for things to go public
Whatever. I think
domain.
it's been a long time. It's been a long
Yeah,
time.
I guess
So
you're right. That's
I don't know.
interesting, though. Should
But
we write a Godzilla story?
but
Like, should we be
we
making
could. We
Godzilla right
could.
now? I mean, DC's doing it.
Um I think yeah, and there you go. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Godzilla versus. I almost picked it up. But I'm like, come on, how's this end? They're just gonna become friends because something else is gonna come. That's what's gonna happen. It's the same thing how Kong. Like you can't make them
Mhm.
kill each other because Kong's a good guy and Godzilla's a good guy. Like it's not like same thing with Godzilla
Yeah.
versus Justice League. They have to like, oh, there's probably a alien. Maybe Starro comes in and Godzilla has to eat Starro. Like that's how it's gonna end. So.
Yeah.
Um, but the one thing, actually, the highest thing I think I was excited for was the Suicide Squad, uh, Isekai. I don't know how to say it,
So I
but
didn't
that
actually
was the
watch
one I
that
was
one.
really excited for.
So if you could tell me about that one. I
It's
didn't watch
sick.
it at all.
So I thought, okay, I've seen animes before where they did like Justice League. It wasn't Justice League. It was like they did the Marvel Avengers. It was like Iron Man where it was like anime esque, or they did Joker and Batman where it's anime esque. But all they did was just make it anime styled, but it was still them fighting in like their normal
Mhm.
world or whatever it was. This is a Suicide Squad being sent on a mission into an anime world where it's like they're fighting
Oh.
creatures and whatever. Like let's say they're half pig people for argument's sake.
Mhm.
Like that's like they're fighting things like that. Like instead of just like, oh, we're doing we're fighting whatever Starro. Like it's not that. It's them, but then they use their powers and it just looks cool because it's like, Captain Boomerang, but using his shit, but it looks anime like
Hmm.
so yeah. Like
Okay,
her
that's not what I
hammer,
thought
like
it
it just
was.
me neither. I thought it was gonna be like just them doing a regular mission and it just looked anime, you know? So they're actually being sent into like an anime type of universe. So I don't know. And I don't know if
That's
Isekai is, I don't know if it's part of a thing already, like those
oh, maybe
creatures
that's
might
like
already be.
the genre in a sense.
Yeah, I have no idea. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But that was it. Other than that, I didn't know anything about Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths. I mentioned Kingdom Superman, Kingdom Come, whatever,
Mhm.
but I don't know if that's a thing.
And you talked about GTA. I know it's a little bit of a
Yeah.
stretch, but it was good. It was good.
No, I'm probably gonna pick it up. To be honest
Yeah,
with
I
you.
think
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that so I mentioned this too, a lot of the things that they showed in GTA were all real, like,
Yeah, I saw
events.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that.
So, that's cool. I'm excited to see alligators in the game, to be honest. Like,
I'm
that's,
afraid they're
like, the
gonna be
biggest
too
thing I'm
many.
excited for.
But, like, I'm worried it's, like, a common problem. It's like, "God damn it, another one." Like, I don't wanna get
Another
chased
one, yeah.
all the time by an alligator. Like,
Yeah.
I'm scared of that.
I don't know. I wanna kill someone with an alligator, I think. I think that's what I wanna do.
Oh,
So
like, lure them to the
yeah. So,
Phantom
um,
saying, like, Rise of the Shield Hero or the Reincarnated anime. Yeah, I do think it's kinda like a certain type of, like, going to another world. It probably just doesn't translate that well.
yeah.
Oh, and then, like, Batman Sam yeah, no, there's I actually was watching to just change subject a little bit, Jujutsu Kaisen last night. Finally, like, catching up slowly, and,
Well, we are in the watch it section, so
we're
you're
in the
you're
watch it
ready to
section.
go. We
Alright, so
yeah,
I'll go right into it. So,
talk about it.
where I'm at now is the part where, like, everyone got upset. And I don't wanna give spoilers, and I don't Pierre, you're not caught up yet, right?
So are you watching it dubbed or subbed?
Dubbed. It's actually, uh, getting dubbed rather quickly, it seems, because 'cause I'm only, like,
Okay, so
4 or
yeah,
5
no,
episodes behind.
I'm fully caught up on dubbed. So I know that he fought his dad and he didn't realize it was his dad.
Okay, you're ahead of me, so don't say no more.
All right.
I didn't get there. I'm at the part where okay, so Phantom saying no spoilers. So don't listen to PR Phantom. I'm not gonna say anything else either, but I'm at the part where like Gojo had to be a little like sacrificial to certain like he couldn't only so much he could do. Like he like damaged civilians in order to save their lives. He like damaged them like pretty badly.
Oh, you're like way behind.
No, I think I'm only like 5 or 6.
Bro, I am fucking
But you're
yeah,
watching
no,
dubbed?
that's like 8 episodes ago. Yeah,
Oh.
on Crunchyroll is your account.
So see, that's the thing, everyone uses my account, so, like, I'm messed up. I accidentally started watching season 1, I'm like, "I remember this." I had to go back and realize I was, like, in some random episode in season 1. Anyway, it's great. I mean, Phantom, when you catch up, when we're all caught up, I think that's when we're gonna do a link, and we gotta do, like, a 5-minute live of just talking about the whole thing and spoiling it. Like,
For the record, what Kyle's talking about is almost the beginning of season 2.
no, it's,
For
like,
the
episode
record.
5. I thought I was, like, halfway, and there's,
Yeah,
like, 4 or
yeah,
5 left.
yeah. Everything you're talking about, it took 5 episodes to get to, but it really is the beginning of season 2. There's so much more. So I thought you were gonna mention how the episodes so everyone was talking about how Jujutsu Kaisen, the studio, like, all the people were complaining and they walked out, season 2 wasn't completed,
Oh,
all this stuff,
yes.
right?
Yes, I need to ask
Yeah.
you about that. Keep going.
So then I heard another rumor that that was false, that rumor came out like 6 months ago, and that this season is complete. Like, we have the whole season.
Mhm.
They've walked out, but this is, like, from a while ago that all this stuff is starting to come out now. So, it's just, like, it, like,
Mm.
caught on like wildfire now, but, like, it's been going on. And this isn't like, the studio's fucked up. This happens in all the studios. It's just this studio, the people were like, "Nah, we're not doing it. We're speaking up." But apparently this is like an ongoing thing. They don't treat people right
Yeah. I mean,
in
that's just
studios.
I hate to say, but I think it's the world, and especially with artists under any branch of art. I mean, you're a creator
Ah,
and you work for a studio. It's just the expectations are insane, and sometimes you just get caught up and things
yeah.
take longer because you want it to be perfect. And so something I noticed though, and another rumor I heard specifically that the episodes that I was on, because I remember them referencing to the fight, weren't finished. And there was one part
So
of the
not your
fight,
episode.
not my episode. So I don't want to do spoilers, but the grasshopper. Okay.
Yes.
Did the grasshopper animation look unfinished, or was that an art style choice?
So
Because I thought it
I
was an
think
episode
you're gonna
after that.
realize it.
Mm.
No, you're gonna realize it as you go on. You're gonna start seeing more and more where it doesn't feel finished.
Oh, okay.
And they went on to say, like the I don't know if whatever the president of the studio, he went on to say that what you're seeing is about 30% of what they actually were going to do.
I mean, it's still fantastic, and it still works from what I mean, where I've
Yeah.
gotten to. I haven't seen anything where I'm
So
like,
once
"Ugh." There will be a point where
you're
I'm like,
gonna
"Oh,
get to
damn."
no, it's never an
Okay,
ugh. It still feels great, and it's just crazy to
okay.
know that this is only 30% of it, and it still is sick as fuck.
I did hear 30%
Yeah,
actually. That was the ru so it's
yeah.
not rumor. There's evidence.
No. There's definitely episodes where I'm like it's like a good, like, 3 to 5 seconds of nothing moving, and it's just talking. It's just,
Oh,
like, frozen on one frame, and then it's just, like, them talking, and
there's
then
a
it's, like,
term for
back to,
that.
like, whatever it is.
Like, I don't remember what show it was. Man, I think it was some I like the reincarnation shows, but there was, like it's like a frozen frame, and my wife was like, is the TV frozen?" Like, she just was walking by and noticed, like, "Is it I'm like, "No, like, that's what they do." Like, if it's just talking, sometimes they give themselves a break because 'cause they're working on a fight scene for 6 months. What are they supposed to
Mhm.
do? So
So I feel like
man,
they started
okay,
doing that a lot as you're going through, like, the n newer-ish episodes. So, like, the last 3 episodes, I say, like, is when you start seeing it. And this is, like, a big fight that I'm in at this point. So you'll get to it. I'm not spoiling anything.
okay.
There's some really fucking sick big fights that you're getting this season. So,
Phantom is thanking us for trying not to spoil
yeah.
it. I'm telling you, when we're all
Uh,
caught up, Phantom, I'm gonna finally
yeah.
get you in here, and we're gonna just
And
spoil
I'm
it for the
actually
world.
what you're on right now, Kyle, is a very exciting, cool fucking, like, scene too on its own.
Okay,
Like, it's
okay.
such a good 5 episodes that you've watched so far. So, I think the first 2 was like, "All right, what the fuck's happening?" And then it was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
You know,
Like
like, I stayed up, like, I'm what is that called? Like, revenge staying awake, you ever hear of that? Where, like, you stay up, like, super
mhm.
late because like, you're getting revenge on your day self for having no free time? That's what I'm doing. Like, that's what I'm doing with it. I was up to, like, 1 in the morning watching because I was like, "I have no other time, so I'm just gonna be tired to give myself some kind of joy here." But, alright, I'm excited,
Yeah,
though.
they did
I'm excited.
it's a great show. So, the only thing that sucks out of all that news is that that studio also makes a very popular show, another popular anime.
Are they're not Chainsaw Man too, are they? They are Chainsaw Man? Ooh. There's
So
supposed to be
that
news
is what we're
on
not
Chainsaw Man
talking
in a month.
about.
Yeah, no, but I saw there's supposed to be some trailer or news. So season
Okay,
2 is
so
coming.
hopefully.
Did you guys check out Pluto yet? No. I honestly, not even to make this personal, but I worked from 8:30 in the morning yesterday till 10:30ish at night. I stopped for maybe a half hour to eat food, but I was literally on the computer, well, 2 different computers from 8:30 to, like, 10:30 with a 30-minute break, and that's it. So,
Is
no,
Pluto
I'm
another
a little
anime?
yeah, we briefly talked about Phantom. He explained it to us maybe a few weeks ago, maybe even a month. It's on my list though, for sure. I did take that advice. What
Okay,
else?
I'll check it
So
out.
I don't know. Do you want me to go into things that aren't really comic related? Because I have some like general
Yeah,
things I want to recommend to you and anyone
I
watching.
see
But
a few on your watch list, and mine is not a anime anything.
you know, so mine are not again comic related. But I had like I had a job fall through. So I had, like, a whole day. Like, I was supposed to, like, do a recording Saturday, I was supposed to have all Sunday to work on it, it fell through. So I just, like me and my wife just, like, watched things we meant to watch. So, we started Severance, which is an Apple TV show, it won some awards, I think it's about 2 or 3 years old. Just to give the concept, it's one of those, what I like to call soft sci-fi. The little touch of sci-fi makes the whole story, but it's really about the people and everything else. The whole concept is when you go to work, you're one person. When you go home, you're another person. They're separating your work brain. They're cutting your brain in half, so you have no recollection to either one. So you're basically giving yourself a split personality. Like you're voluntarily getting a surgery to not remember your workday. So from your perspective,
Hmm.
you wake up, you shower, you go to the office. As soon as you hit the elevator, that's it. You switch. So from your main perspective, you wake up in the morning and snap your fingers, and you're kind of tired. Your eyes are kind of tired because you've been staring at a computer screen, and you walk out at 5 o'clock and you go home and do whatever you want to do. The work personality is the opposite, and they're basically working their whole existence. And if their outside of work person stubs their toe, when they're done at 5 o'clock, their next moment within a second starts at 9 o'clock. They might feel awake now because their outside person got sleep, but now that their toe hurts and they have no idea why. They don't know who their family is. So it's very, very interesting. And
That's
obviously
cool.
there's
Rick
conspiracy
and
and
Morty
everything else.
does this. Rick
Oh,
and
do
Morty
they?
does
I
this.
don't I don't remember I don't remember that, but I am catching up on that too. I watched like one of those of the new season.
I can't wait for you to get to that episode because I
Oh,
had
it's
no
in the
idea
new
that
season?
was referencing anything. Is it no, not the it's season 6.
Okay, yeah, I'm
So,
definitely behind.
but I didn't
Which I
realize
don't
it referenced anything. But now that you said it, I'm like, that
maybe
was
that's it.
literally what they're referencing.
You know,
Yeah.
I highly recommend it. It's definitely got a slow start. It's got a little bit of like a dry kinda, but it's just such an interesting concept. But yeah, so then we watched the Super Mario Brothers movie and
Jenny Johnson said on TikTok,
TikTok.
"Hi, can I get in the box?" I don't know what that means.
You always gotta be careful because some of those comments on TikToks are tricks. I've learned that they're tricks.
Damn it! I got tricked. Got
I
fucking tricked.
almost said something highly inappropriate because I read it out loud and then stopped myself
No,
when it
I
was
probably did.
referring to
I probably fucking did.
it didn't seem as bad as what mine was. So you're good.
All right.
Uh, I watched Mario. I don't like Chris Pratt. I'm just sorry. I don't like him. Super Mario
Oh,
Brothers.
Super Mario.
It came to
Yeah, yeah.
TV. I watched it for free. I don't like Chris Pratt. That's all. Not
Didn't
a
you see
fan.
that in the movie theater?
No,
No?
no, you went without me. Didn't invite me.
Gotcha. Yeah, I saw that with Jenny, which it was great. It was a great movie.
No,
Not
you did
Jenny
invite me.
Johnson. Jenny, my fiance.
Yeah, no,
I
we
did
don't
see
talk
it.
about TikTok. Jenny Johnson. She tried it. She tried to trick you. Yeah, so I
Trick
think
me.
Mario was fun. I'm my one complaint besides Chris Pratt is that they burned certain things quicker than they should have. Like they gave us Carts and Rainbow Road and like a lot of characters. And I was like, they should have saved it because this is definitely going to get sequels. It's like some of it I would have liked to see just held on to, and then would have been like Super Mario Brothers, Mario Kart. You know, like have the different game titles be
Yeah.
the next. But I mean, that's just
I
me.
feel like the next one's gonna be like Yoshi's Island or something.
Yeah, that was the one thing that I was like, okay, that's the setup for the sequel because of those Easter eggs.
Yeah.
And then we did a Christmas movie, which was Violent Night.
Hmm.
I don't know if you've seen that.
I've seen the trailer. It looks good. I'll probably watch it at some point.
Seemed a little low budget. The story itself was like meant to be a little corny, kind of like campy, but it was fun. Definitely, definitely worth watching. Short, obviously violent. Um, what's his name? The guy from he was Hellboy, Stranger Things. I never know names, but he played Santa Claus very well. It's very interesting Santa Claus. It's an interesting backstory. So yeah, I actually watched some stuff. Like that's the most stuff I've watched in like weeks. Like, and I did it in like one span. So now I'm like yearning for more. Like I just want to go
Yeah.
watch some stuff.
I'm kind of in the same boat with you. Me and Jenny have been sick. Well, I got sick,
You
and
were faking
then
stuff.
I got her sick.
Okay.
Right, right. And so so I haven't been going out like Sunday, Wednesday, like every day that I have off. It's just been me trying to get back to normal. And I just want to talk about this sickness because it's really fucking annoying. Now
Let's
I'm
go.
good. Now I'm chilling. But every time it's literally in the morning, I cough up, phlegm, whatever, and then I'm good the whole day. At work, great. No one even notices I'm really sick. It is what it is. And then I come home, then the coughing fucking starts again. Coughing fucking starts. It's fucking great. Yeah, yeah. No, I was drunk a little bit, a little drunk, because I heard that whiskey helps the sore throat. I don't know. I read I read one article, and it was probably wrong because I started coughing even worse after. I think it dried me out. But yeah, no, it's been really annoying because it's like I don't sleep, and then I go to work, and everyone thinks I'm fine because I'm not coughing. But I really just want to call out because I've been sick, but I'm obviously not sick enough to call out at work because
Yeah,
I'm not coughing at work. So it's phenomenal. It's a great thing I'm living through. But
I hear you.
that has allowed me to catch up on a lot of things. So one of the shows that I did watch was a Squid Game show, the reality show.
I want to talk about that.
It was really good.
I want to ruin it for you.
No, I watched the whole thing.
No, I want to ruin like the behind the scenes for you.
Oh yeah, fine. We're in the behind the scenes. Fake.
All right, so this is spoilers for the reality version of Squid Game. So I ended up in a rabbit hole on TikTok. So remember, I
Yeah.
only watched the first episode, and I was like, "This is not what I want to make time for." So I was so bothered by the woman who was squatting during the red light, green light, and I was like, "It literally has been 2 minutes." Like I understand that obviously recording more than 2 minutes is probably an hour or two, but like they made it look so quick and unrealistic. I was like, "Come on, like how long are the red light, green light?" So through a TikTok
Hmm.
rabbit hole, people who are on the show, they recorded that day, the red light, green light, for like 12 hours. Like they were all
Yeah.
standing there like 12 hours. The
Yeah.
red light, green light
Oh
was
yeah.
like
Yeah.
hours in between, like hours in between. So
Yeah.
she honestly was squatting for probably over a half hour. And like that's when I was like, the editing has ruined it for me. And now that I know the secrets, all I'm gonna do is look at this show with like, what's the truth behind it and try and figure it out. And yeah, so was it
So
good though? Like as a whole, was it good?
so it was good. Jenny, first off, that first episode, the squatting thing, she's like,
Mhm.
even if this took 15 minutes, it's, I could squat for that long. So, like, then I was like, all right, do it. Do it. You
Oh
think you can do
shit.
it? Do it. So then she starts squatting and she was good. She was squatting and then she was like, all right, I'm not doing this anymore. But she swears that it was because she just didn't want to anymore.
I believe her.
Which I believe. I do believe. But so yeah, a lot of the people that were on the show went on afterwards on TikTok, whatever it was, to
Where's the
talk
NDA?
about the
Who
living
messed that up?
conditions and everything. I have no idea. But it was a lot of the people that were out early on that were
Mm,
talking. So maybe the people that are on later are good. They're not talking about it. But yeah, the big thing that she mentioned was, oh, the cameras. She was like, there's cameras. Like, how are they filming all these people at the same time? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, they have to like have these giant cameras, people just sitting there, like 3 or 4 cameras just sitting there waiting to film these people. So these conversations are fake. And I
mm,
believed her. And then I looked around the room because then she had me thinking, I was like, where the fuck are these cameras? There's no way they have
mhm.
this many angles and you don't have one camera just sitting there. They have so many cameras attached to all the bunk beds facing all different
Oh.
directions. Because she was like, it
Mhm,
would take so much money. I was like, they're giving away $5 million. You don't think they have the money to have a bunch of
mhm,
cameras? So I was buying into what she was saying. But then literally, like on every bunk bed, there's cameras facing almost every way. So I'm like, they literally could have captured every conversation and then they edited it all to like
mhm.
give you the best conversations. But
Right,
yeah, so they really put a lot of money into it, and it looks legit. Like it looks like the show.
right.
So yeah, so that was good. She got bored with it and got pissed off with a lot of the situations that people were in. There
Maybe
was
I'll
this
give it a
one
second
girl
try.
that she, yeah, you can watch it. You watch it, make a judgment for yourself. But the bigger movie that I want to talk about is Talk to
Mm,
Me. So I rented it on Amazon. It's a paranormal horror and it's
mhm,
fucking sick. Fucking sick. It's a original plot. It's really fucking cool. Basically, I'm not gonna give you the whole movie. There's a hand, and the
mhm,
kids are all like talking about this, like, oh, like these parties that are happening. So she goes to this house and they have a hand, and they basically do like a little seance, and you grab the hand and you say, "Talk to me." and when you grab the hand, that's when you start seeing shit.
Mm.
And then you close the seance just like normal. But that's where you start. And it's great. It's great. Now the coolest part about it is it made by like an indie studio. This is their first movie that they ever made. Um, so for it to just be like rocket
Hmm.
fired, it's pretty sick. So
It's funny you
definitely
brought that
watch
up.
it
I
if you want
actually,
something to.
yeah, someone just recommended it to me like today. So that's funny you brought it up.
It, you should watch it. Cuddle up tonight. Just watch it. I think it's like an hour and a little bit over an hour. So it's not your MCU movie. It's you could actually watch it cuddled up tonight. And yeah, it's definitely a watch.
Okay. All right. Well, I didn't really read too much, as I've been complaining about. I'm a little busy. Comic Talk. What's up, Comic Talk? We
Comic Talk is here.
we're almost at the rumor section. You know what happens after the rumor section? We stop doing the live stream because we're almost there. So we're gonna do a quick puller pass because I really only read one thing. I have been still reading Barbaric. Loving that. I highly recommend it to you, Pierre. Maybe I'll buy you that
Yeah,
hardcover.
yeah,
It's like really
yeah.
like
I enjoyed the spinoff. Who wrote who? Did we interview the writer
the
or the
artist.
artist on the? Yeah,
Yeah, it was
Corin
Corinne Howell.
Corin Howell. Yeah,
Corinne Howell. Yeah. And
yeah.
her new book is gonna come out beginning of next year sometime for Lilith. That's pretty exciting. But yeah, so all that's been really good. There's another spin-off too. I think I'm at that point in Barbaric, but yeah, I you would like that and the art's insane. But I read Ultimate Invasion number 3. It's I'm pretty sure it's like what, 6 months old? Something ridiculous.
Probably. Yep.
I'm catching up. It's I'm at the point where they're kind of seeing like, oh, the, the maker kind of made the perfect world by pretending to be the old world in the sense of like he's pretending and making conflict that's not real just to keep people at peace because humans are horrible and just want to kill each other. So I thought that was really cool. That's just the one thing I wanted to note. But yeah, otherwise
Wordy though,
I've been
right?
watching more. No, it's good. It's
No,
yeah.
no, wasn't it wordy? Like it had a lot of words. Ultimate
Oh, was it
Invasion
wordy?
number
You
3
said.
specifically. A lot of
That
boxes.
issue that issue didn't feel so wordy. It didn't seem so bad.
I I'm not sure if it was number 2 or number 3 or number 4 at this
So
point. It was a
Hickman
while ago. So
generally is wordy, and he also sometimes does like a page before and gives you like a timeline and like a breakdown and like just telling you people's names and like the players in the story. I never read any of that. Like I don't have the patience for that. I don't know why. It's so I've
so
read it before. It's so unappealing to me.
the character that I'm really talking about, I feel like, and you would know it, is the Hulk, like the
Oh,
gray
great.
looking Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
He seems to have a lot to say in every book. He just
He's
keeps
just happy
going.
he can talk. 'Cause he that
So
the ultimate
so much
version.
talking.
Yeah. I don't know. It's cool
Very
though,
talking.
and I'm I'm definitely gonna pull a lot of the Ultimate Spider-Man, and I feel like this has potential in the future too. You know, if we're gonna speculate and we're gonna be greedy, I wouldn't be surprised if down the road MCU is pulling from this for certain aspects of, the multiverse. They have this big plan or whatever. Eventually, they're gonna
Mhm.
run out of ideas, and they're gonna have to go back to it in a sense. I wouldn't be surprised if they touch on this of like doing these kind of remade worlds. That's just me. That's just a thought that they might have to at a point when
Yeah,
it comes to modern stories.
yeah.
But it's good. I'm excited to see the Ultimate Universe. I mean, I really liked when it went away. I thought that was really cool how they did it with Secret Wars. But the Ultimate Universe in itself was such a really cool thing. So it's nice to see it back in just a
Yeah.
weird version of it. But yeah, that's what did you read, Pierre?
I like that you brought up how Marvel and I guess the movies and the comic books have a lot of very very similar things.
Mm.
I think I read Captain Marvel, um, Bound by the Negabands. So there's two Captain
Oh.
Marvel books out right now. This one's by Alyssa Wong, so don't be confused by the other one. Read this one. I don't know about the other one, but I know this one's good. So
Okay.
I will not sit here and tell you to read the other one. You got to
Mm.
read this one. But this one seems to be tying in like things that are happening in the MCU too.
Okay.
So like they're bringing up the bands and how the people are after the bands and yeah. So I don't know. There's also this girl named Yuna. I've never met her before, so I don't know
Mm.
if someone knows who Yuna is, but Yuna is a main character in this, and yeah, she seems to be tied to these bands. So I feel like that's
Okay.
gonna eventually come to the MCU. But it's a good book. It's a good read, and it's easy to read. I feel like everything that I've read by Alyssa Wong, I feel like she's very like fluid with her
I
writing.
was about to say, like, I haven't read too much of her stuff. I met her very briefly at was
I
it
think we
New
both
York
met her.
last year? Philly? I don't we met her very briefly, but
Yeah,
I remember you being really hyped about the Iron Fist comic she was
yeah,
doing. And that
yeah,
was really
yeah.
solid. Maybe we'll send her, a little message and say, "Hey, you wanna awkwardly be on live stream with us and talk about your books?"
Alyssa,
Yeah.
come to our show. Alyssa Wong, we need you on our show. That's it. This is
Oh,
a
and
public announcement.
I wanna hint, actually, we intend to, it is planned, it is scheduled.
Oh yeah, we're
We
doing a tour. We're doing a
What?
tour.
No, we're not doing a
No,
tour.
no, we're
No,
not doing a tour. We're
don't
not
pick
doing
up your
a tour.
camera, please.
Okay.
We will be doing a live interview, um, with a creative team, which I won't mention now. I don't like to mention things until it's recorded, but it's not recorded. We're actually gonna try it live. It's also kinda the week of the due date of my wife, so the chance I won't be there. But Pierre
Mm,
has done, I would say like 70% of the interviews with me. So, really, for being honest, he's the better one. So, one way or another, you take that compliment and you fucking sleep with it tonight, all right?
great.
So, it is planned, it is scheduled. As soon as we get closer, there'll be a little live indicator, and I will share the hell of that link. But I haven't given Pierre the advanced copy yet. I've only looked at the first few pages. It's an artist we've talked to before. It's writers we haven't talked to before, but it looks nuts. Like, it looks like, Pierre, you're gonna flip out over it. I don't wanna send it to you too
Can't wait.
soon. I'm gonna keep you in suspense just like everyone listening, but it
Ooh,
will be our first live interview, and it will be a lot of guests. There's gonna be a lot of talking over each other. So,
can't wait.
subscribe, follow, all that nonsense so you don't miss it. In Image Comics, number 1, we'll be talking about. Anyway, moving
Ooh.
on.
We got friends of the show, baby.
Friend of the show, Phantom, you still hanging out with us here? Phantom, I'd like to read a comment that you dropped on me earlier on TikTok. So we were talking about little Denzel, right? Denzel Washington's
Little
son.
little Denzel, baby.
So we were talking about that in our last episode, and I made some clips of it, whatever. And a lot of people were open to that idea of little Denzel being James Bond.
Little
Uh,
Denzel, baby.
but Phantom says to me, "So you have to pick. Little Denzel can be Green Lantern, or he could be Black Panther. Which one do you pick?"
That's
What a
hard.
hard question. So I wanted to bring it up live. Anyone who's here wants to say their answer, because I really, oh man, because it was another creator. Forgive me, I don't remember his account on TikTok. He stitched us and said that he said from over a year ago he wanted Little Denzel as Black Panther, and that just overall, even like from his features, he just would fit that role. I, man, I'm still I'm still content with Wakanda Forever. I'm not I'm not opposed to them just continuing that on. Um, I thought it was very great as a movie. My only complaint was I don't think Shuri was ready to be the main character, and I don't know if that was the actress, the directing, the script, whatever it was, the changes they had to make. Obviously, that was my only like gripe with it. Like, I would have liked to see more progression there, but obviously tragedy happened, and it happened, quick because she does become Black Panther in the comics, and I'm for it. Like I'm for her being that, but it just didn't seem like the MCU was there yet. But I'm content with it, and with that, I gotta say Green Lantern. I think I gotta see Green Lantern. I mean, Black Panther would be so perfect, but I would think I'd want it more in a reboot fashion.
I'm
Green
going Black Panther
Lantern,
on this.
where you're going Black Panther?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but in
Surprise.
reboot or pushing into the MCU or just like reboot, standalone, whatever, just
So
imagination, fantasy world.
I would pull him in through Secret Wars
Oh, just like a variant.
variant Black Panther,
Okay.
and that's the Black Panther now that we have, or whatever, something else. Fine, but I can see him more as Black Panther, and for Green Lantern, I would want more of like, I don't know, even the Diggle from the
Arrow,
Arrow
yeah.
show.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I don't see him really as a John Stewart. And
So
maybe it's just
Phantom
because of what. Oh yeah, Phantom saying they're rebooting after Secret Wars.
in a sense
There
they
you go.
are, so
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
yeah. I don't know though, like I that's why I'm like torn because you're right. He's a great Black Panther. But like we're just gonna get a new Green Lantern, this new DCU. I would love for him to be like one of the stars of Justice League. Like he would be such a staple of those movies, of that whole
Yeah,
universe.
it would look
That's
good.
why I'm torn. So Comic Talk said Green Lantern, Phantom said Green Lantern. You say Black Panther. I'm leaning Green Lantern for the possibilities, but Black Panther
I'm
is
just
a
so used. I'm used to the Justice League, like the '90s, 2000s cartoon that we had,
right.
and that being John Stewart. So when I think of John Stewart, I close my eyes. That's exactly what I see. So I don't
Mm,
really see that in Little Denzel.
yeah, I
Can
mean,
he do the character justice and be Green Lantern? Yeah, I'm sure he can.
he's got
But I
that serious
just,
tone though. Like that's why I'm like, he'd be so
yeah,
cool. I know what you mean though. I
uh,
get what because he almost has like a younger kind of vibe, and John Stewart's more of like a wiser kind of. I've seen some clips
yeah,
in the vibe. I get what you're
yeah.
saying, but
That's why I'm like the Diggle vibe felt like he fits it better.
okay, I get you. All
Which
right,
I didn't
that was a
like how
good.
they did that either, for the record. So don't let.
Oh well, yeah, no, we know that.
I'm
All right,
not an
so
Arrow fan at all.
you leave that show alone. You did a community question early.
Yes,
Comic Talk. If you, we were naming our top 5 MCU. I don't have a list ready, so I'm glad you picked that community question, Pierre, because I don't have anything ready. Let me see. Let's do Phantoms. So Phantom, I got a few for. Oh, here we go. All right, so Phantom for his top 5 MCU. I don't know if it's in specific order or not. We don't. Let's not do specific order. That's just gonna give me a headache. Guardians of the Galaxy, Iron Man, Spider-Man: Homecoming, Thor: Ragnarok, and Captain America: Winter Soldier.
that's pretty good.
Mine's gonna
That's a
be
pretty good five.
yeah, mine's gonna be pretty similar. I think. Pierre, are you ready? You want to go?
What, my top five?
Yeah, no specific order. Just name your 5 favorites in a sense.
Uh, I gotta put Thor Ragnarok in there. Probably
Okay.
one of the Spider-Man movies, if not two of them. I think. What was it? Far from no, Far From Home was Mysterio, right? That
Mhm.
one. I put
You like
that one
that
in
one?
there. I
Really?
like the Mysterio one, yeah, because the special effects were really cool. Like the
Okay.
fights, yeah. Like obviously, I think Spider-Man with all the Spider-Men in it
Mhm.
was nostalgic. It was cool, so I'll probably
Alright.
put that in there too.
Okay.
Um, but I just feel like that was more nostalgia, and versus the Mysterio was just like a sick fight. Like
Mm.
even the Mysterio, the game, like playing Spider-Man 2, the game, I feel like that one feels like that too, you know?
Could your headphones
Yeah,
just lose their battery
yeah, my
while we're
headphones just died. Yep, yep, they
okay.
just died.
Gotcha.
But yeah, yeah. What other movies? Other movies that I liked.
I mean, I know you like Guardians.
Oh yeah, Guardians 3.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
the one movie I think actually, like, made me tear up. Out of
yeah,
like Maybe Endgame made me tear up a little bit because it was, like, such, like, a long, like we already had watched, like, 30 hours,
Yeah.
you know? And, yeah, just, mute yourself when you're not talking so we don't have echo. But, like, I think, like, 30 hours, like, that's why the Iron Man hit me. But, like, Guardians, like, again, spoiler if you didn't see it, but, like, it was emotional, we didn't even lose the character. You know what I mean? Like, but, like, I
We didn't
guess what
lose
got
a
me
character at all, like,
y
not one.
well, the ones we lost the animal ones, and that's what really gets me. I don't give a crap about people. I have
You
no
think about that
empathy for
animal
humans.
family that helped them, like, when they first landed?
Oh,
They,
yeah.
like, welcomed
They're
them in their home, they're like, "Yeah,
yeah.
no problem." They
See, they were
died.
too humanoid. I like the animals where
They
they're,
died.
you
They
know
all
yeah,
died.
no. The otter messed me up, the walrus.
Yeah, yeah,
Alright,
yeah.
so to not go in so my top 5, Guardians 1, Guardians 3, Spider-Man: Homecoming, Black Panther, Endgame, and honorable mention for, f No Way Home, because I do believe nostalgia, like you said, that's the reason, like, it's so good. And that's just, like, my favorites, like, I'm not denying that Civil War is, like, one of the greatest MCU movies, but, like, that's my top. Like, yeah. And then, like, Thor: Ragnarok, that's honorable mention, but, like, Guardians 1 and 2, like, you don't compete. The first Spider-Man introducing Tom Holland, that little Easter egg, see, that could be the problem too. The little
I think
Easter egg to Miles.
Guardians was so good because it
Mm.
was just, like, it was a team that no one gave a fuck about,
No, yeah,
and
exactly.
we quickly said that this movie was not gonna be good.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
we had
no,
no idea about this movie, and it came
yeah,
out, and it was like, wow, instantly
mhm,
stapled on our
yeah.
mind.
And the soundtracks, I mean,
Yeah,
especially the first soundtrack, like, knowing 75% of those songs
yeah.
and, like, seeing them used in, like, a comic book movie
They did
so
a great job.
well.
It was a
Yeah.
great movie. Comic
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 Talks
Talk.
yeah,
Yeah, you
go
got
ahead.
it?
Yep.
Comic Talk has his list for us, and that's Captain, Winter Soldier, Infinity War, Endgame, Far From Home, and Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Correction, No Way Home, not Far From Home. It's fair,
Yeah.
I understand. We're not gonna
Yeah,
love
I
Mysterio.
don't
Okay.
agree with Pierre on
Mysterio was cool. It was cool.
uh,
It was
I mean,
cool.
we look at things much
You get Jonah
much
Jameson. You got
differently.
Jonah Jameson for the first time in the MCU. Yeah, so you don't think about
Okay,
that. You
yeah.
don't think about that.
Alright, Pierre, are you ready to wrap this up and do rumors?
Oh yeah, I was waiting for it.
Alright,
Rumors, baby.
I'm gonna mute.
All right, rumors, baby. We're going. Right down the list. Sony and Marvel are reportedly looking for new directors to sorry, 2-4. Good job, Kyle. 2-4. Nice. Gonna call on my editor for putting 2 and 4 together. Spider-Man 4, one that works with the new script that ties to Venom movies. Who could it be? Who could it
Thanks.
be? We'll leave it up to you guys to tell us who you think it could be. Someone that can merge Venom and Spider-Man together. The MCU meeting Venomverse together.
Not the writers of the Spider-Man 2 video game, please, thank you.
Not them. Nope. We're it was a good story. Wait, you don't like the story?
Please pay Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman. Thank you.
Next up. Norman Reedus is cast as Ghost Rider in Blade. This was the news that just felt right. It just felt right. You pick the guy that's known for riding motorcycles in everything that he is in.
Yep.
Fine.
I hope it's true. I hope it's
Good.
very true.
Good. Um Quentin Tarantino to direct the next Spider-Man 4 movie. Um yeah, no, I I instantly thought of his foot fetish and
Oh,
I thought about how that shouldn't be in the MCU. So
no kink shaming. Thank you. Okay.
new Deadpool 3 images confirm Toad and Sabretooth will be in the movie. Spoiler alert. Sorry, I already did the spoiler. Um, I saw the pictures of Sabretooth.
Mm,
I didn't see any pictures of Toad, but I heard this rumor months ago.
mm.
Um, So, but Sabretooth, yeah, I saw the pictures
And it's
and I saw
original
the ending.
Sabretooth.
Yeah, I saw everything. I saw Sabretooth's head. Let's put it that
Yep.
way.
Yep.
Yep. So, speaking of Deadpool 3, a comic accurate take on the Fantastic Car was supposedly spotted same week as Captain America's World War II era motorcycle and a lone TVA agent.
There's more pictures that aren't released, apparently. That's the other rumor. And
Okay.
there's some funny stuff there.
I think we're gonna get a lot of weird stuff from this movie. So yeah, no, it makes sense. I think that Fantastic Car probably belongs to the Fantastic Four from Fox's universe. I think we're gonna get a lot of these
Mm.
older movies
They have a
pulled
car?
into this. I don't know if they had one, but I think it's going to be their car.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. Either their car or the other car. Like it's gonna be all the movies that didn't do good.
Okay.
Yeah. Or maybe not the movies that didn't do good, but the movies that aren't necessarily in the MCU. Because I can't say that the old Fox movies from Marvel were or from from Fox were bad, you know? The
Right.
X-Men movies. Like I don't think they were bad. The first
Mm,
Fantastic Four and the second Fantastic Four, not bad until they went weird with it and Thing was running around naked. Like that. Didn't
yep,
like him at all.
that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fair. So the
Next
next
last but very long
so the
very
next thing
long
was
note.
it was a bit. I was gonna basically set you up. So if you didn't see, I'll say this one, but Ryan Reynolds basically released this whole statement saying like, "Hey, leakers, like you're ruining the movie." And he very politely said that. And I was gonna make you read his whole statement, and then I kind of fibbed on the end, and I was gonna blame you for being part of the problem, being I just made you read the exact rumors he doesn't want to share. So it's gonna be a whole bit. Um,
Mm.
but it didn't seem as great now that we're 10, 12 minutes over to make you read the whole statement just to say like I'm the problem. You know, like the Taylor Swift song? It's me. Hi. I'm the problem.
The
Is me.
problem.
Yeah.
It's
Anyway.
me. It's me. I don't know that song, but I kinda know that song. That's a weird part.
All right. So follow, subscribe, follow on TikTok. That's where you'll get the most of our content. But we're on Instagram and X and Facebook and whatnot. You'll get all our clips from this live stream. I pick only the best parts. There's TikTok. We're live there because we still can't get it to work right. Here, I got to fix your camera setup. And mid January, there will be, or early January, there'll be an announcement for a interview with a whole creative team for a new Image comic, number one. We're doing a live interview. So early January, we'll announce that officially. Mid January, the interview will take place. So subscribe, put on the alerts. I don't know how it works, to be honest, but you don't want to miss that one. It's going to be our first live interview, and I might not even be there, so it's probably better, honestly. I think it's gonna be the best interview we've ever done, and it's gonna be live, so no editing, just Pierre. Probably give you Jeremiah as help. I'll let you pick, Pierre, if you want Jeremiah or Dimitri as your helper. It's gonna be a full crowd. Anyway, that is Paneloid's comic book live stream. I know we didn't talk about comics that much, but you know what? I don't know. Sue us. So yeah. Any last words, Pierre, before I end the stream? Phantom, Comic
No,
Talk, thanks
no,
for
thanks
hanging
for
out.
being here on time.
Okay. Gonna end it on that.